Good evening, guys. Oh, and Hope also joined right now. That's lovely. I just
Yeah.
wanted to start the introduction like the minute ago.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are already live. You are jumping right in the middle.
Oh,
I
nice,
hope that's
nice,
fine to
nice.
you.
Hello. No,
Uh,
that's great. That's great. I wasn't gonna come in rage. No.
okay, lovely, lovely. That would have been a big problem if it happened.
Nah, no stress, no
No, no,
stress.
no. But today
Anyways,
we will
carry
see the
on.
last match of the Winter Major Rankings 3. So
Ooh.
that's lovely. That's lovely.
Yes, indeed.
Today we will see Fantasy versus Troublemakers. Um, On the blue slide, we have Fantasy with Lobanovsky, Heavy Metal, Chili, L Mike, and Champion. And on the red side, we have Troublemakers that will be played with Game Over, Fraud, Certify, Helmet, and Nep.
Yeah, exactly. And already the first capture does go to the red side. Looks like Lebanovsky will try to pick up the flag, but he will flip then unsuccessfully. Oh my days. Sorry, I've been commentating too long. And looks like Champion here has a really good opportunity of killing Game Over, but will get taken out himself by Nap.
Yes, so I have to be a bit uh, adapted to that new feature though. The overdrive countdown. I already forgot
Yes,
to
sir.
count the first one, but it's a cool feature. Uh,
Yeah, there's a
if
new one here dropping, so don't worry.
nice, nice, nice. If you have been a watcher for a while, you know OD box drops every 100 seconds, I think.
It's every minute and 23 seconds, yeah.
Oh, that's very specific.
It's actually every minute and 27 seconds, but yeah.
Okay, okay.
But
So,
I count it 5 seconds before, so I'm ready.
yeah, definitely. So you can build a good place already.
Exactly, exactly.
So now the viewers always know when the OD box will fall. A cool feature, and we already see the second flag captured, the first for Fantasy, so we have a draw in total.
Exactly. It looks interesting to see one side using Crusader Railgun and the opposite using Striker. Personally, I would stick to Striker. Does the splash damage and also can just do more damage in general. I know Railgun has become extremely overpowerful within the pretty like recent updates, but I don't think it's enough to be used, especially on this map.
Yeah, with all the walls and close places, splash
Exactly,
damage can be
exactly.
very, very crucial.
Hmm.
We see L Mike going in right now, but Certify will use his overdrive here definitely, and there it is. And will knock out the flag carrier. Game over with the return.
Yeah, there's a lot of ODs which could possibly be used here, and an OD box dropping. Nap using a really critical one. Fraud waiting for that OD box to drop. We have Helmet pulling. He does have his overdrive. He could use here, but he doesn't. He's only 1 HP. Best he doesn't stay close to Certify as Chili can do splash damage. But Chili might even be able to take him out, but no one focuses him. Even though he's 1 HP, heavy metal here. Does have his overdrive gonna use kills one player, but game over. Gonna be picking up this flag, but can he get away from champion? And yes, he does. And this is gonna be the second flag capture for the red side.
Yeah, yeah. Some spectacular capture so far. If you have
That's a
been.
mentor.
Ooh, yeah, L Mike now going in. Nep with a good spawn, but he cannot manage to knock out L Mike. Certify has to kill him.
Chile gonna be using a really good OD here as well. Takes out one player, leaving helmet with only 1 HP here, and that's gonna be a second flag capture. And honestly, already back to back flag captures, really close, intense match. I do feel like even the second round on Iran will be a close one, and I know I'm saying that in the future, but there's still 5 minutes to go. But I still think this might be a tie overall.
Yeah, the teams definitely look very, very close to each other in terms of skill.
Exactly.
So a cool match to look out for. A good match to to close this winter major rankings.
But we are seeing Broad use and take that OD box, and he has no repair currently, but he will be pulling the flag. But he gets taken out.
I feel like troublemakers have a bit more pressure at the moment. Fantasy, I mean, on the... No, I mean troublemakers, sorry. Troublemakers on the fantasy team, the blue team. But at the same time, champion trying to take the flag. Mike on the good place, Lobanovsky as well.
And it's a bit all over the place right now. I feel like the players are playing really good in their 1v1 stances, but as of now, I don't feel like there's much team play in general. We are going to be seeing Champion pull the flag. He has no repay. He does have a really good OD chance. He could have used that and easily pulled that flag with stunning 3 players, but he didn't have the team to back him up and he didn't have the repair. So that's going to be ultimately a return quite easily for behalf of troublemakers.
Another OD box falling right now. At the same time, Lobanovsky pulling the flag for the fantasy team.
Ford
Mike
is going
with
to be
an
using.
good... Ooh, Certify misses at OD, but managed to knock out Mike.
This is pretty good here. It looks like the troublemakers team used 2 overdrives just for the 1 OD box in middle, but
Helmet with
there's
a
going to be a
lovely play.
return. Yeah. And Ford going to be using here. Helmet got quite lucky getting that return, actually, I felt like. And this is going to be, honestly, just because of Helmet and Ford, this is going to be a flag pull. But will they be able to hold it up? Mike is really, really low, does get taken out. Helmet's only 1 HP. Lebanovsky focusing all these players. Nap could ease. I feel like Nap didn't even need to take that flag. He could have just gone towards all the other players. But Mike. Will he be able to venture that return? But Lebanovsky will.
Yeah, I feel like your prediction is going to be right. Of this that this will be a draw.
Exactly. It's going to be really hard to comprehend. I mean, there's still 2 minutes left. But let's see. OD box dropping once again on Mike, waiting for it, but taking a load of damage still.
Nep trying to do a take on use or give it to Froud, and Froud managed to catch that overdrive box. Very well done by him. Champion now fully on his own, trying to take the flag, but Game Over sees him and managed to kill him. Chili on the other side, managing that return.
Exactly, and let's see. Chili does have an app on him, but Heavy Metal going to be taking him out. Obviously, Heavy Metal's quite enjoying this railgun, is doing a good job. But they've got to watch out. Champion pulling that flag is only 1 HP though.
Froud in Game Over using the OD on the same time. Definitely attempt to pull a flag, but I do not know why Game Over and Froud split it, because of the healing advantage of the augment, of the overdrive. Still Game Over pulling right now. Certify managing to back him up. Froud with a good spawn. This looks like a proper pull. And there it is, a third capture for the Troublemakers team.
Yeah, Troublemaker's really changing it up today. They're doing a good job on behalf of all of that. Looks like Champion's going to be stunning a player here. And anyways, it is going to be 3-2 for Troublemakers, which is an unfortunate loss here. I believe the first round, yeah, for the team fantasy.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. And these 10 minutes really flow past. There have not been a silent moment in this battle the whole battle long. So I'm curious about the next rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that actually happens quite a lot with Iran. I feel like maps with sandbox and cross, which are more open, it's not. It doesn't feel that. They feel longer. What I'm trying to say, because there's less to kind of talk about. It's always chaotic in this map, you know.
Yeah, there's never nothing happening on Iran.
Exactly.
The second map we will see is Sandal, also a map that can be a bit chaotic or be like a bit of a sniper map. It's like a hit or miss, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, true, true. But let's see, let's see. We'll see when the time comes. Looks like Champion's going to be taking a D box. So don't forget to time it.
No, this time I clicked it.
Nice. I feel sorry for you because it's manual, it's not automatic. But
Yeah, I
we'll
think you
get
could
used
run
to it.
it pretty automatic because the OD
Yeah,
gets taken like most of the times it gets taken directly, but we will forget it then.
sure in the
And
future. I'm sure in the future that might happen. But for now, at least it's implemented. It's pretty cool.
definitely, definitely, always cool to see some new features added.
Exactly. But with that being said, 20 seconds until we see the second round. If Troublemakers manage to win this round, then we will be going into the third round, like said, Sandal, and they either need to tie or win to qualify into this rankings. But like said, now all these teams are really playing for RMR points. So I think both these teams are quite low on them, from what I remember. So they definitely need it.
Yeah, let me check the stats, but definitely both teams did not play all the rankings as far as I know. Oh, Fantasy has played all the rankings and is at 500 points. Troublemakers only at 32, so they need. I think they need to win this to qualify top
Yeah.
32. It is right.
Uh, maybe yeah, top 32, I think, or top 16.
To be honest, I do not know.
I can't remember, to be honest. I always forget because if you think about it, there's always three rankings and then there's the majors, so I always forget the process goes on for too long.
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's 32 because you have.
No,
Oh, heavy metal flipped
that was
himself there.
sorry, you were saying something, but I just witnessed the most
Yeah, this was.
upsetting thing.
Oh, that was a very weird
What?
returning attempt by Neb there. But I feel like Game Over will be able to return it right now. Or Fraud.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I think it was 32 because you have top 16 as champion stage and
The
top
the
30.
top eight automatically
Oh,
get
yeah,
in,
yeah.
I believe.
And top 16 is. I don't know what it's called. And top 32 is the lowest entry of the rankings. Of the
Yeah,
major.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think. But yeah. To be honest, I have no idea.
Where when we cross that path, we can just remember it. We'll do
Definitely.
some research. I'm sure there's people in the Twitch stream which will know now, but both of us are completely forgotten of it. Don't blame us.
Yeah, what you said, the last major was like a half a year ago. Um,
Exactly. Exactly. I can't believe it.
Time goes quick.
It surely does. Um, but anyways, we are 2 minutes into this round. Still 0-0. Quite a few people with their overdrive, so hopefully something happens. And I believe OD dropping soon, right?
No, I think Fraud just managed to catch it.
Oh, right.
But the match starts a little bit less chaotic than round 1.
Exactly.
Game over, knocking out champion there. He has his overdrive ready, but Lobanovsky will focus on him and manage to knock him out.
A fraud is being told to use here, but I'm not too sure how he is going to.
Has he been told in Twitch, in the chat, in game chat?
Yeah.
Or? That's a thing you do not see very often, right? That teams communicate in game chat.
One does.
I feel like it's always a bit slow, but
I mean, I think it's because they might be missing a player, because I know Pakistani Pro normally plays with them quite often. But look, they're pulling here, although they are blocking each other. A certified going to be using middle, but a lovely OD going to be made there. Someone picks up that OD, looks like Helmet's going to pick it up just in case, and Lobanovsky on the opposite side picks up the flag and pulls it. It's so chaotic from TROUBLE that I feel like Fantasy just understood the assignment. They're like, you know what, they're scrambled right now. Let's just swoop in there whilst they're pulling our flag.
yeah, definitely. And Chile with an OD making the chaos complete for TROUBLEmakers.
Exactly.
That was an
Exactly.
amazing play by the
That
fantasy
was that
team.
madness. Yes, you are right.
Heavy Metal and Chile preparing attack. Helmet with the OD and managed to knock out Chile.
Let's see what will happen here, because there is quite a few
Kijk,
people
Iris gaat haar
which
dag eens goed
could
beginnen.
have a possibility of doing
Met een
something.
heerlijke...
We got Nap here with his OD box. I feel like maybe Fantasy could win this round because of how slow paced it's going. They seem to have a bit more control.
Yeah, definitely. They are playing a bit slower than last round. They have the defense right at the moment, and Fraud at the moment pulling. Map with an overdrive and knocking out Heavy Metal, nearly knocking out Heavy Metal. Certify can use a crucial OD here, but I do not even know if it's... Nah, it was needed.
Exactly. But Mike returns anyways. They are in the lead, so it's not that bad.
At the same time, predictions are in. 64% for TROUBLEmakers and 36% for Fantasy.
Interesting.
Pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, 4 minutes to go, and there is not too much I don't think TROUBLEmakers can do. Their attack, they don't have overdrives. The defense have overdrives in case of anything on behalf of Fantasy. So I think it's nearly a GG unless they get a grip of their team and whatnot. Because right now it seems like Fantasy are doing a really good job of just focusing their sides really, and just especially their right side. Like we see Helmet getting taken out quite a lot, along with Certify. With both of them having their ODs, they can't really make an attack without them.
Yeah, agreed. I feel like Fantasy also plays a bit more with positions than TROUBLEmakers.
True. OD was picked up as well. Nice OD. Getting picked up there. I didn't actually see who by, but it was a nice OD. And let's see, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Type it up. Lebanovsky gonna be using here. Certifies within their base, but is turning back. Obviously, he hears the eagerness from his team. We see Nap focusing on Lebanovsky, but Champion Nap both have their Hunter ODs. It's 2 minutes 20 seconds left. Both of them are gonna really have to control this middle area if they want to make sure that their flag doesn't get pulled from those angles.
Yeah, definitely. And this, yeah, how do you say it? Very unfortunate that Chile is on his own here right now. He had a beautiful attempt to use that OD in an attack, but nobody to support him there.
Exactly. Although there's still under a minute to go here, so there's still time. But let's see. I mean, Chile's team's already in the lead by one flag, so if they can keep it up like this, then it's fine. I'm sure they're not too worried.
Yeah,
But
true.
another flag would definitely be better, right?
The more the better.
Yes, exactly.
Nep will try to defend that OD for Fraud so he can do take and use, and they will succeed. Or use and take, of course. Take and use is a bit hard.
I mean, look at this. Certify using in the wrong position. Players are pulling the other way. Nap gonna be using stunning three players. Game mode gonna be pulling here even after a shaky start. Ford gonna be using again. Chile uses such a great OD, but will it do much damage to game over? No, it won't. Making it a tie, making this round possibly end up being 1-0 overall for team troublemakers. So let's see if a flag capture can be made by Fantasy in the meanwhile.
Yeah, this. Oh, Heavy Metal gets knocked out by Helmet there. But this was definitely a very important capture for the Troublemakers team.
Yes,
As
it
well as a
was.
beautiful overdrive by Nep there.
Exactly. Yeah, it was. I mean, I feel like maybe a bit of a star player and Lebanovsky going to be pulling here with iMike pulling, I mean, using. And we do see Helmet counter pulling here, but Lebanovsky going to be the one to save the day, making it a win. And wow, overall score will be 1-1. And that was such great results there in the end by team troublemakers.
Fantasy, right? Or on Troublemakers?
Troublemakers. Fancy, yeah, sorry. Fancy. You're right, you're right.
Oh, good. I thought I changed the overlay.
No, sorry,
Not.
sorry, sorry. It's my fault.
Yeah. Okay, let me. I'm very bad at multitasking. But, yeah. This was a very nice last second capture there. By the fantasy team, saving it for the team. I'm curious what the Sandal map will bring.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm not too worried either because as of now, this round is gonna be either even or one of the teams are gonna really dominate because we saw a pretty even game on the last map. But obviously, like you said, it is Sandal, so um, it could go any way really. They're two different maps, right?
Yeah, definitely. Sandal is in a way more open than Iran.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the fighting crowd, it's still pretty close.
Mm-hmm. It is, but we're gonna have to see if skill really comes out to play here, because I feel like Fantasy are really good in scenarios, or they were better in coordination wise, especially that last round. But Troublemakers just seem to make stuff work, even though one of their players is communicating via chat. I won't say which player, but
Yeah,
we'll
it's
say
definitely
one of the players.
impressive. And I think it proves the point that they are really, uh, how do you say it? Playing with each other very naturally. They understand each
Yeah,
other
yeah,
playing
yeah,
style. Otherwise,
exactly,
communication with chat will be too slow. You have to be.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, also there is the chance that they're just pretty decent, pretty decent um, individual players. You know.
Yeah, I feel like that's is you can say that for both of the teams individually they are playing very good. In 1v1s you never know who will win. They are both equally skilled. I feel like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
difference is
Even the game before was like this. I feel like now in the seventh round, you're either going to be matched up with teams like uh, it's within your skill range, you know,
hmm
or teams which you can easily dominate, you know. And I feel like the stream before and this stream is exactly that.
you mean close to each other, right? Yes.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
actually say that. I just said it's exactly that without choosing one of them, didn't
Yeah, definitely. It's
I? My bad.
yeah, no worries. But I definitely agree with you. It's on the later rounds is always yeah. I'm always a bit curious which kind of match you will get. But I also feel like definitely if you look at this rankings and last year's winter major rankings, the teams have gotten a lot better. And even the last rounds, you see very competitive teams playing against each other. The level of skill definitely gets higher every year.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I feel like we can see that. And if you look at the first ever games, especially in this new format from last year, compared to the days now, we're seeing a lot of new teams which have underdogs just because they play this game a lot. Like, although you might see them in matchmaking or they're playing private sport battles with their friends against each other, and they're just keep playing. And I know both these teams do that. They do a lot of training and whatnot. So, especially for that reason, I don't know if there was other games, but I would have chosen this game to be streamed today, regardless, just because I want to see which team is the better one, and hopefully, if they both do make it to like the legend stages, we'll be able to see them come together again.
Yeah, agreed, agreed.
Anyways,
This
let's
is
see.
indeed, to be honest, the
Hmm.
first time that I feel like 32 players is not enough. I feel like I'm going to miss teams,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and I have not had that before. So it's very cool.
Will you ever get into playing esports or?
You need skill for that, right? Um,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe some
yeah, good
people.
point. Maybe I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah, I can trash your esport team if you will ever start again on one or something.
No,
But
I'm alright.
I feel like you can definitely ask all the players. Um, but yeah, esport really interests me because I like competitive play, and if I had the time and if I was a bit good at the game, I will definitely try esport.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should get involved with it. It's a bit hard at first. I feel like you need to kind of find your community of players. But obviously, like these two teams, they found each other and they communicate well. But like that, what we were talking about, an OD box did drop, and it did go in favor of I think it was Eris, which is Chile. Yeah, he did get it, and also Fraud managed to get the OD box beforehand.
We already see game over and fraud in the attack. Game over pulling right now. Heavy metal with an OD managed to knock him out, and Lobanovsky with a
Exactly.
return.
Exactly. Lebanoshki's very low HP as well. Nap's going to be pulling here. There's no repair. Champion gets the return. They're getting pressured really hard in their base. Looks like Pakistani Pro will be playing this time on Eris. So let's see what he can bring. But, a very critical Viking OD will be coming. Chile going to be using his Eris OD, but Ford's OD runs out. And will Chile be able to return? Nap uses a really good Hunter OD, but there's still players there. Champion uses a nice OD as well. Crusader OD was used as well, but does absolutely nothing with also return and also an overdrive box being taken. So much has happened in the space of 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was very chaotic moments there. TROUBLE starting the first 2 minutes of this match with a lot of pressure. Let's see if Fantasy has the time to regroup and put some pressure on TROUBLEmakers right now.
Exactly. I mean, there is possibly some reasonings why troublemakers are being so aggressive. I feel like the Crusader heavy metal shouldn't be playing so far up. Should possibly help out Chile a little bit more. He is down there now, but once they get control of their right side on the red base, then they kind of can pressure them from within their base and middle as well.
Helmet and Pakistani Pro right now attacking. Pakistani Pro using his overdrive on the ramp there, but not healing Helmet.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I saw that, but let's see. There's still more to come. Game over going to be using, so does Ford. Ford takes out 2 players. Game over going to be pulling in middle here. Mike tries to use, but he does get taken out. And on the opposite side, we have Lobanishki trying to use his Paladin OD on Pakistan Pro, but it's not enough to return as Nap's going to capture the flag with the OD box on the ground. Ford doesn't manage to take it up, but Mike does manage to steal the show, use a repair, and take the overdrive box.
Yeah, and he will need it. He will need it to counter that 1-0 advantage of TROUBLEmakers at the moment. But
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they are a flag down, right?
Indeed.
It is currently 1-1 in points with troublemakers. With the flag in the lead now, this is gonna possibly make them win this round. We're seeing heavy metal TROUBLE, but Pakistan Pro will take him out. Mike, no repair with an overdrive, but he does get locked on by a helmet.
yeah, I'm curious about Fantasy's reaction right now. How they will react on the very attacking playment style of TROUBLEmakers this round.
I'm not quite sure how troublemakers are actually doing this. I know that the right side for fantasy isn't going too great here. We are seeing Chile a bit far behind. They got their overdrives, but I do feel like the red side is one of those sides where it's a bit hard to push in, especially from the right side. You as an Eris, it's definitely hard to use your Eris. Although, with that being said, I I I think that they're just playing better troublemakers. They got the right amounts of offense and defense when it is needed. Like we can see they're attacking all here, but now they got to watch out because Lebanovsky and Mike are here, but Mike plays too far behind. He does manage to kill the flag carrier, but game over. Will be able to get Mike. The flag is still in middle. Game over. Does get a lot of damage from that Ares. Ford is going to be using here. Can back these players off. Mike possibly dealing damage, but Ford is going to witness him. And a lovely overdrive there from Heavy Metal, but game over. Uses his repair and captures that flag, making it 2-0 with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, there was something there.
Yet again, a lot happened. Sorry for making a little song out of it.
Yeah, no worries. It's insane how much happens in this round and last rounds as well. Um, I feel like I've not seen a boring moment so far, and we're already in round 3. So that's
Yeah,
that's
exactly. I
crazy.
mean, it is pretty crazy, but I feel like that's the map as well. But fantasy not doing too great. maybe this isn't their map.
Ooh, I'm curious who will has... So, talking is hard. Who has chosen this map? And indeed, it is Troublemakers who has chosen this map. So you can see that they have some training on this map, and they are playing pretty good. Both defensing the OD box right now. A bit of save the gold going on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even Troublemakers, they won against Anti-System, and they went up against Deviants and lost 2-0. So they aren't a bad team, you know. Although I would like to see
They've
what
won.
they can bring to the table in the next round.
As Troublemakers won against Fantasy, against Anti-System or
And
Fantasy?
yeah,
Troublemakers.
Anti-System.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. They're a decent team. But they did lose against Emeralds, which I would say is a fairly equalized team compared to them.
Yeah, this rankings has not been the best, but I think they had silver, right, in rankings too.
Um, Troublemakers.
No, Anti-System. So
I
winning against that
think
team.
so. They did get second place, I believe. Yeah, I can check. Yeah, they did. You're right. Anyways, a minute and a half to go. Currently 2-0. I don't think there's anything can be done here to win this round.
No, indeed. Um,
Good. I like what we see here from Pakistani Pro and Ford. Pakistani Pro making sure that Ford able to take that overdrive box. If he can't, he goes straight for it. Nap is gonna waste his hunter ID. But yeah,
yeah, with only 30 seconds on the clock, it feels like we are done with this round. Game over trying to pull the last flag here. And he managed to do so.
I mean, and that will be a capture, making us go into another round. I believe I can't remember. Was it a
Yeah,
tie
another round
before? Or?
indeed. The last round was won by Fantasy, so 2-1 in total at the moment.
Okay, cool. I can't remember. I've done too many streams today.
I fully believe that.
For real. Let's see though. But anyways, um, let's wait for this map to reset and then we'll go into it. What's everyone else's predictions on Twitch? Will we be seeing 2 streams possibly go into a tiebreaker, or is it only the first one?
Is there actually a bit of technical advantage on which side you are on this map, or is it totally even?
Um, well, I mean, OD wise, so it's better Sutherland. Someone took the OD, but I would say I prefer to play on the blue base to attack.
Okay.
And the red base I just don't really like, in fairness, because if you look on the blue base, you see where Chile is on the
Yeah.
ramp. On the ramp behind Chile, where the house is, he can kind of use on that ledge. So players from the right side can come in,
Yeah,
and
indeed.
then he can use easily pull towards him.
Yeah, and at the same time, the right side for red does not have that option because of the...
Yeah, because of the boulder. Yeah. So yeah,
Let's see if Fantasy
it's
can use it.
yeah, exactly. It's quite challenging for the red players. Although game over, not game over. Troublemakers only need to tie this to win. So let's see. Let's see. And they're gonna self. We're gonna go into maybe the last round.
Yeah, let's see. At the same time, an OD box falling. And Lobanovsky with a run for it. But giving it to Arcane.
Exactly. Also, something heavy metal using railgun once again. I don't know. I've never seen railgun be used here. Not
No,
sure if I
indeed.
like it. And
Indeed.
game over changing to freeze to put some extra pressure within their base. Heavy metal going to be pulling, but does get taken out by Ford just before Chili's overdrive. Helps him out. Arcane has a really good ODs, but will it be enough? There's still Fraud. Heavy metal could be damaging him, but Fraud just chilling.
Yeah, and Nap there with the return. Aggressive opening by Fantasy, but did not manage to capture a flag.
Exactly. It's been a bit of a brutal one for them, to say the least. Fortunately, they didn't manage to capture a flag, you're right. See here, Lebanovsky and Champion trying to push on the right side or at least the damage.
Nap with the OD. Pakistan Pro taking that OD. But as you said earlier in this round, heavy metal using that railgun, and I don't know. It looks like that really cost a map control. If you see Helmet on the other side using that Scorpion turret,
Exactly.
knocking people out like their
Yeah,
arcane.
exactly. I think Scorpion is definitely a better option. Don't think Railgun is great on this map, to be honest. But, you know, I'm sure there's a reasoning why they chose Railgun.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe yeah, he is pretty good with railgun though. So maybe just a very good turret from him.
Could be, honestly. But look at this helmet within their base here with Lebanovsky, Pakistani pro right behind him. Game over. Going to go up, possibly deal damage champion, but Nap takes champion out. Game over. Going to be pulling this flag. It's no repair. Does get taken out. So does Lebanovsky. Ford going to be using, possibly kill 2 players, but that's unfortunate.
It oh, I muted myself there. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, overall, this round I feel like might just be a tie and a win for troublemakers if Fantasy don't do something quick
Yeah,
because
indeed.
time is ticking.
Troublemakers playing a bit more defensively than last round. They of course have that luxury to not have to win this round, and they are using that.
Literally. But yeah, it's gone a bit painful for them as of now. Let's see though. Let's see. Still chances here. I'm impressed that even troublemakers haven't been able to get a capture.
Yeah, indeed. It looks like Fantasy has their defense in a pretty good state at the moment. But now 5 minutes on the clock, and they of course have to still catch a flag to continue.
Yeah, exactly. But what will happen here? Nap using a really good OD, but gonna be left out for fraud. Fraud can use for attack or defense as of now. Looks like he's going back to make sure that champion gets nowhere near to their base. They really try hard in this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, keeping the defense in a really good state there in TROUBlE, and not taking any risk, and just trying to get this win over the line.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, I feel like that's definitely worth their what they could do. You know, like they're having troubles kind of pushing. I feel like maybe their right side, say their right side, we see you got Pakistani Pro getting pressured, heavy metals pushing. This is probably the chance where they will lose the flag, but Helmet's going to use to ensure the safety there and self. But there's still 4 minutes. There's still lots of time, and I think there will be an OD box soon, right? In 30 seconds.
Yeah, and a bit less even than 30 seconds. Yeah, this is the first time that I can keep track of it. But indeed, an OD falling fairly quick.
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to see what's gonna happen. So many people have their ODs here. We're gonna see Arcane use and take, which is good for them. But at the same time, no one's really using their overdrives in general. So
No, both
it's
teams.
it's quite hard to to predict the future. I'm not a wizard, Addy.
I wish I could predict the future.
For real.
But yeah, the last rounds were very chaotic and very much attacking happening, and it feels like they are just playing in safe mode, both the teams. This round, a totally
Well,
different playing style.
I mean, look at this. Game Over is now using Ricochet. Looks like both Vikings are going to use fraud outputs their Viking overdrive. They still are pulling this flag, the Eris OD, but the server lag. Will they be able to pick up the flag or will it be returned? Oh my days, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, that was definitely an unfortunate moment of happening, that server lag.
But we're seeing Heavy Metal Pool does get wiped out though by troublemakers, and when's next OD, boss man?
Yeah, in less than 10 seconds.
Alright, nice. You can see it now, so congratulations. I can't. But anyways, Helmet gonna be pulling here. There's two players. Nap. Oh, if Nap managed to get that OD, it would have been great. But looks like Game Over's doing a really good job blocking them. But Champion makes him 1 HP, and looks like Fraud is focusing the OD rather than the flag that they could possibly take, and that they would have pulled that flag like 100% if Fraud just focused the Hunter player and not middle.
Yeah, they are definitely. How do you say it in English?
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's continue.
You're asking me how to say a
Yeah.
word, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I agree. But Lobanovsky pulling the flag at the moment. Game Over has to do some crucial play right here. If they want to block him, he's very low on health, only one shot. Helmet with that
Oh
shot.
no.
Fraud has to do
But
something
look at
extra
this. Look
here.
at Ford behind, counter pulling. And this actually might be a decent counter pull. There's no repair. Game over. If Nap can get this return, this might be the table's turn. Nap gets the
Wow.
return. They get the flag capture, and no way. I thought Ford completely ruined it for their team, but they captured and they're going to be winning the game. So congratulations for bringing it back because honestly, damn.
Yeah, that was insane.
Congratulations, and especially congratulations to my ex-player, star player. You're welcome for the carry, Pakistan Pro. But yes, congratulations. And that being said, that's going to be all the streams for today. But we do have 2 extra streams tomorrow, so be sure for that. Any last words from you, Ranke?
Oh, we still have streams tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh, mate.
2 more.
The whole streamer was saying it was the last match, but...
Oh, it is the last match for them. For them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But I thought it was the last match of the rankings.
No. There's streams tomorrow as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now I see it. No, I do not have
Yeah.
anything to say, to be honest. A cool match. That's it.
Cool match. Congratulations. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.